Box of dust is blunted, all my niggas stay 100 miles and running, 4G auto, easy starting. Flipping digits, burning bridges, never make assumptions. Scroll up, always coming, funnel through the business functions. Show you how I'm coming after niggas get the budget. Flicking bitches, duckets, look at how them faces done it. Ain't no freebies when it coming, doing deals, we on it. Look at me, I know they study how niggas starting. Yeah, good to say it, then go. Rack stepping on my toes, young nigga never fold. Always staying 10 toes, you know how I fucking go. ExtremelyRare gon' blow, swinging like.
We got bored yesterday before we got busy and did like the measurement test.
So as far as background shit on music, you know, I seen that you DJ'd, which I thought was dope as fuck. I don't really never run into a lot of DJs. So as far as you DJing, what made you want to do that?
I went to Missouri State for college, and some people that were in fraternities knew that I made music, like I rapped in my music stuff, and they asked me to come DJ a couple of their frat parties, and I legit had no idea what I was doing, but I was DJing off an iPad on like this program. It was just fading from song to song. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I just kept getting bigger and bigger gigs DJing, so I finally went and bought some legit equipment and figured it out.
You ever fucked with the vinyls? You ever fucked with the old records?
A little bit. I don't have my own gear, but yeah.
What was that like compared to actually using the computer shit?
It's a lot more technical skill involved, for sure.
I feel like every time I hear about a DJ, I just be wanting to see their ass just frick it.
Yeah.
That shit, like, I don't know. I take it back to we talked about the show I was telling you about. What was that fucking show? That shit was crazy. Every time I think about DJing, I think about shit like that back in early Harlem days, like 80s, 70s. They going crazy. Even in the 90s, they was going crazy. So like I said, when I heard you DJ'd, that shit was just, yeah, I gotta talk to Buddy for sure.
It's got me a lot more gigs as well, just being able to DJ and DJing for other people's sets and stuff as well.
Now, the rap aspect, because people don't know how versatile you are as far as you DJing, but you also write shit and you also perform as well. Was the DJing part first, or did you want to actually do your own music first?
No, I started doing music way before I got into DJing.
How young?
Probably like 11 or 12. I was downloading instrumentals off of LimeWire and was recording.
If you don't know about LimeWire, you young as fuck.
And I was recording on a karaoke machine in my basement on these little mixtape, like a legit mixtape. It was just making like stupid songs, like wasn't taking it serious. And then I got a program for my computer when I was in middle school. Started learning how to make my own beats, and I started taking it a lot more serious because I got a lot more involved with the production side of things. I liked it a lot more.
It take you to go to college to take it serious, like, or were you just like before college? You was like, shit, I already know this is what I want to do for real. I don't even know why I'm in college.
When I was in high school, I made some music videos and stuff, and they went a little bit viral, and they were just stupid songs I made. But I started taking it a little bit more serious, and then I was on Fox 4 News in Kansas City and performed live. It was my first live performance, and it was on TV. And if you go back and watch it on YouTube, I look like I'm gonna shit my pants. Like, I'm so nervous. And the best part of it is they put on there, they're supposed to say like 15-year-old rapper, but there's a typo and it says 15-year-old raper underneath my name. So yeah, but once I got to college, I started taking it a lot more serious with, I don't know, I mean, I kind of took it kind of serious in high school, but not to like the level I do now.
As far as you with projects go, I know you said you performed on the fucking 15-year-old rapper, raper, whatever the fuck that was. You didn't have no projects out that time, do you? Because the first project I ever seen from you was Trial and Effort.
I don't think I had any that were out like on, I might have actually. I don't know. I think Trial and Error was like the first like legit one that I uploaded to like streaming services and all that. That was at like the end of high school. Yeah, like end of high school.
That's when I take that back to we talked about the seriousness of it. Is that when you was like, okay, I'm confident enough to where I know for a fact this is what I want to do, so I'm just gonna put some shit out and see if people fuck with it for real.
There was a lot of people who listened to my stuff and were listening to it on YouTube, and they were asking me why I didn't have stuff on iTunes and stuff like that. I honestly didn't know how to do that shit, but I figured it out, and that was like the first legit project I put out. And I mean, like, I go back and listen to it now, I hate it because I think it sounds like shit, but like my new stuff, I feel like is a way bigger improvement from the first one I put out.
You compare that to the last project you just did, which was Daydreaming. Even the sound of that, you know, like I said, I played some of both of them, and you can just hear the difference between the production of it. Did you produced everything on Daydreaming?
I produced all the tracks.
You can just hear the clarity of it, the beats on everything. It's just like, okay, it's like what can I compare it to? It's like having what the fuck can I compare that to? It's like when you first start singing, you get this old ass microphone. But then as you meet different professionals, or even you get better at it yourself, it's like, that sound trash, that shit I was just doing.
Yeah.
Is that how you felt once you were finished Daydreaming?
Well, the first project I did, it was with like a karaoke mic that I was using anyway, so I also had like a lot of help with like the mixing and mastering on this with my friend Marcus. He went to school for that, so he did all the mixing and mastering on it for it, made it sound a lot cleaner. I didn't, like, back then I was just doing shit off my computer and just like, oh, sounds good, put it out, like.
Just thirsty to get it out though, not
Right.
even really caring about the quality. You just
Right,
wanted
for sure.
motherfuckers to listen to you.
For sure.
Even with listening to you in person, live, we talked about live performances, and people don't even know you opened up for Pump.
Yep.
What the fuck was that like?
It was probably the most lit show I've been a part of, hands down. There's a lot of high school kids, but
that nigga like 17,
Yeah.
16, 18, some shit like that. Like,
ate that shit up. It's cool because they didn't know who the hell I even was when I walked out there, but as soon as beat dropped on the first song, they were all vibing with us. So.
Did you actually watch his performance as well?
Yep. It was, I mean, I don't like how he rapping over his vocals and shit, but it was a pretty, his live performance is pretty decent because he's jumping around a lot. He's got a lot of energy.
A lot of crowd control too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a thing about young performers, and not even just young performers, just lit ass people. I think lit ass people, I do think of fucking LilPump for real. I think of lit ass people, I do think live performances wise, Tory Lanez jumping in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Post Malone fuck with the crowds, heavy. So it's like having that crowd control is a good thing. You think you got crowd control as far as your projects, knowing that, you know, okay, I'm knowing a little bit now, so people know what the fuck I'm saying as the song about to come on, so I can do what I want to do with them.
There's I think it was the Riff Raff show. It's probably the most crowd control I've had. There was a lot of my people, like a lot of people I know who actually listen to my music. So there was like, they were jumping around singing along to shit. So it's like even the people there that don't know me, they're seeing them get into it. So they're like, oh, I fuck with this kid. And they're jumping around too. Yeah, probably Riff Raff was probably the most crowd control I've had.
That was, what year was that?
That was last year. That was last February, I think.
Mm. I think of fucking Riff. When the last time I heard Riff Raff?
I don't even know.
I know this nigga just be flexing all the fucking time. Like, and he got buff as fuck. I ain't never seen Riff Raff buff for real until I looked on the internet one day. I'm like, this nigga big as hell. But
it's probably roided out, but
we talked about Kansas City too, as far as, like, you know, actually you going to college there and shit. But you live in St. Louis.
Yeah, I went to high school in KC. I went to college down in Springfield at Missouri State. Yeah, I've just got a lot of connections out there because all my high school friends and everything still live in KC. So
is that the only time you lived in Kansas City was high school, or
yeah,
like you?
I grew up in St. Louis, and then my going into my sophomore year of high school, my dad got transferred for his job, so we moved to Kansas City. And then right after I graduated, my dad got moved back for his job. So when I went off to college, like, I would come back home to St. Louis because that's where my parents lived.
What's the nightlife life like? The nightlife like?
I think their nightlife kills St. Louis's nightlife. I think there's a lot more going on. Their music scene, for sure, there's a lot more going on. They're a lot more supportive of each other too. I mean,
like, everybody not too scared to work with everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's like beef and certain shit that like I don't know about, but it's like if I'm out there and I'm doing a show in KC, like I'm seeing other rappers in the crowd that aren't even performing that night. You don't get that in St. Louis at all.
Mm-hmm. Every time I tell people about St. Louis, not to knock the city, I never want to knock the city, but I always tell people about St. Louis, one thing we lack here is the lack of support from each other.
For sure.
You go to different cities and they all be eating together, no matter where the fuck you from.
That's why Atlanta has been the most popping rap scene for like the past 10 years.
And people don't even know, Atlanta ain't even one of those places where, you got shit, well, I got the best studio in the city, A lot of shit the Migos talk about, a lot of shit fucking 2 Chainz talk about, shit be indoor. Yep. They pulling up on niggas like, hey, boom, we at your spot, we at your spot, we at your spot, we at your spot. I think it was Northside, Atlanta. Everybody worked together though, that's the thing though. Yep. Everybody worked together. And I feel like St. Louis would just be on top of the fucking world if we did, because people don't understand how much St. Louis has like effect on the music industry itself. The top artists right now are from St. Louis. You got fucking SZA. You got fucking Metro Boomin. People don't even know Metro. Like, it's so much fucking talent around here. I feel like if everybody stay here and work together, this shit'll go crazy.
It's like everyone has to leave St. Louis to get popping.
That's the story. As far as up-and-coming projects come, what's the next project for you?
Next project will be I'm dropping a tape with Loogie, the student in Kansas City. Dropping that sometime into this summer. There's a bunch of singles I have that are unreleased. I'm going to drop some videos for it. A couple I have with Darius. We're going to drop some videos and some singles.
You did say you was dropping mostly singles. Those going to be followed by visuals?
Yes, for sure. We got a song called Top Down. We're about to drop, and then we have a fall through video. We've done that a couple times at some big shows we've had. It's gone over really well with the crowd. We're gonna drop a pretty dope video for that one.
I appreciate you coming to let me interview you. Like I said, one of the big things I want to do is really, bring light to all up-and-coming artists for real, and show that support. I know that's really some of the biggest. That's the biggest thing as far as anything goes that we're trying to do. Everybody wants to support, and seeing that we from an area that really needs it, I want to be the one that provide that and bring it to other states. So I appreciate you doing this whole project with me, and I look forward to everything we're doing in the future.
For sure.